Have you ever met a girl that you're trying to date, but a year to make love, she wanted you to wait? Well, let me tell you a story from I don't remember the next line. It was Bismarcky. We're going to start off with some Bismarcky. So, good morning, everybody. It's morning for me when I record this. I've got my Yoda cup of coffee. I figure, let's knock out an early morning episode of Dark Souls, because where we're going fucking sucks. And I fucking hate it. And if I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it while I'm half asleep and haven't pooped yet. I hope y'all are good. I know I'm doing good. Making sure we're recording. We're going to hit that new elevator that we just unlocked yesterday. Well, in my time yesterday. For y'all, it's last week. Alright. We're going to hit that and we're going to go down. There we go. We're going to explore a little bit down here. I want to make sure I find the right way to go to the Bed of Chaos. Because I want to get in and out of this area as fast as humanly possible. Because it is, as I said earlier, the fucking worst. Whoops. Alright. There we go. And we're going to hook left, babies. Oh no, there was one area over here I wanted to explore. It's down over there. So, as I said, there are like casually quests in this game. And Solaire's quest ends up here. I've never done Solaire's quest before. You know, if I were a smarter man and actually knew how to effectuate these quests, I would have made sure we do them just to show you guys. But I am not super knowledgeable about the. I mean, I'm not knowledgeable about a great many things, including this game. Oh, there is a bonfire here. Interesting. So what was that up there? Level up. Oh, I need a great mini. This is the way. Okay. We'll go back and explore maybe a little bit later, but we'll continue our way this way. I know one cool hidden area I can show you guys. It is I can get a great dragon weapon. I can get an additionally overpowered weapon. Are there bobs? Are there bobs over there? I meant mobs. Jesus. Sometimes you really do feel like the dumbest human. Is there a boss on the other side of this door? I think so. Yeah. So this is the fire centipede. I don't like this boss. Not because he's... I mean, yeah, pretty much just because he's fucking sucks, you know. Oh, I didn't realize that's the bridge we were at earlier. So we walked past the boss. Interesting. I don't like this boss just because I don't think he's... Not that he's not designed well, I don't know. You'll see. You'll see. I'm basically just stringing words together and hoping I find my way by the end. Hey, centipede. So the floor is lava, literally. Okay. So I can... Okay. Nope. Ooh. Oh, this is... Who could have seen that coming? Who could have seen me rolling into lava as being the cause of my death? Fair. Fair. Honestly, I kind of deserve that. Well, at least I'm only, like, right here, and I don't have to run across rafters to get to the boss yet again. Not terrible. Alrighty. Recharge our stams a little bit, and let's do this bad boy all over again. I don't know why I got this fucking accent, but here we are. Collect our souls, because why the fuck not? I don't know even if I fight him over here. I think last time I fought him, like, way over there. Certainly seems like not the place to fight. Yep, this certainly seems like not the place to fight. Alright, so I think I need to stay by his legs. Because he can obviously move my body with his giant fucking head. Fair. And if all else goes bad, I may run to that center area of the room again. Because I think there's a little more room over there. For me to stay by his feet. I feel like that's the hard part. Is to not get slowly pushed into the lava. Actually, let's do that now. Where's my souls? There we go. Not great. I don't know if this is recommended. I just remember this is what I did last time. Hey, buddy. Alright. Alright. Well, that was a waste of my time. I did... Why am I not immediately dying? There we go. Okay, so I'm not going to do that. That seems like the bad choice. Fair enough, you know. Unfortunately, my souls are going to be over there. In some boss arenas, your souls rather will just appear outside the door. I much prefer that. But to be fair, I just shouldn't have died, you know. So after this boss, we're going to make the mad rush to the bed of chaos, which is pretty universally held as the worst boss in Dark Souls, and you will 100% see why. It's so bad that they let damage you do from one run of that boss last to another attempt. That's how bad it is. Like, you know how, like, just fucking fight me, bruh. I'm getting really good at these attempts. Oh, it was so close. Got him. What? You can cut the heads off. That's pretty legit. Oh! Oh! Oh, I didn't realize. Look at that. Okay. I got one of his rings. That's pretty cool. Okay, I need to get by its feet. Get back over there. I guess we'll heal. So he does this shit again? Alright. I mean, I'll put up with you. Oh! What are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, that's an unkind thing to do. I didn't ask you to do that. That was... Okay. So this man, still very dangerous. Okay. Oh, he grows back. That makes sense because he's a centipede, and I think that's what they do. Ugh. This is just... This is unpretty, you know? Ugh. Oh! Oh no! Oh, look at my head! I don't want to be like Anakin Skywalker in Star Wars Episode 3 Revenge of the Sith. Okay. This was certainly a boss that I fought. Not great. Interesting. There's some interesting mechanics there. The heads flying off, like, and then becoming their own mob that you have to kill, and then they grow back. Kind of cool. I mean, there's something interesting there. This arena sucks, though. Let me see. What was that ring I just got? Is that a ring that helps me boost fire defense? Reduces lava damage. This is the one I just got. Okay. We are going to rest at this bonfire. Level up, I guess, ostensibly once. Potentially twice. I may equip that ring, because that might be what gets us across to... Ooh, the item. Sorry. I am easily distracted by shiny things. Alright. Oh no. Now do I die? I guess I can homeward bone. Swear to God, if this takes me back to Anne Orlando. I'm still not over that, by the way. I'm still not over the fact that that bonfire didn't fucking work, okay? It wasn't on me, it was on the game. Alright, the Demon Ruins. We've put somewhat enough into endurance. I feel okay about it. Let's start upping our damage a little bit again. Alrighty. Get back down here. I'm really excited to show you guys how bad the Bed of Chaos is. It is the worst boss in Dark Souls. Alright, so we are going to change our ring, this one to the lava damage. Does it permanently reduce my lava damage? Like, okay, so I don't take as much. I take a little bit. A little bit. Are you an item? Yeah. That's pretty cool. I don't think I've ever gotten this item before. This would have been helpful in literally every other playthrough I've done, although I never really make it this far. I just get to Ornstein and Smo and call it a day, you know. Oh, that was not worth it. Okay. There's probably more items that way. I'm not going to concern myself with that. I'm mid-rolling because I took Havel's ring off. Solaire, my buddy!
Why? Why? After all this searching, I still cannot find it.
What you searching for, broski?
Why? After...
He's losing his heart.
Why? After all this...
Alright, I'm sorry, bud. I'm sorry, bud. No, we're putting it into strength. Do a little more damage. A little more damage. Alright. Bed of Chaos is a dig. So this next area, you know how I said on the way here, well I guess it would have been last week's episode, on the way down here, that a lot of the area was just copy-pasted? Yeah, you're going to see that. I'm drinking out of a Yoda mug today. I'm drinking out of a Yoda mug, and it says, "Do or do not. There is no try." Look at this copy-pasted half dinosaur body things that we are going to completely ignore. Thought I saw an item. We're going to completely ignore to unlock just the next bonfire and ignore this place completely because I fucking hate it. The soul of a brave warrior. Alright, we're going to make our way over there. Do you see this temple that looks like it's from the opening of the original 90s Mortal Kombat movie? This is where we're making our way to. Do y'all remember the 90s Mortal Kombat movie? I mean, I know this is a rhetorical question because no one can hear me right now because, and I can't state this clearly enough, I know that this is a recording. Oh, no! Alright, reduces lava damage, not fire damage. Noted. That movie was not good. But, I will tell you. Oh, is this not the correct one? Maybe it's that one over there. Yeah, I think it's that one over there. So the 90s Mortal Kombat movie is objectively, and just like a truly garbage town, garbage tier movie. I still like it though. We'll have to revisit that for popular chords, because I know it's bad. Interesting. One of these is a fucking... Oh no. Oh no. Oh, it's here. There we go. Let's sit down before I have to fight a dinosaur. So I like the 90s Mortal Kombat movie. It's really bad. Everyone overacts, and the people who don't overact don't act enough. It's like they went to an improv group and were like, "Can you play this video game and then make a movie about it?" And the crazy thing is, that's the good one. That's the one you look at and you're like, yeah, this is the better of these movies. Because Mortal Kombat Annihilation, holy shit. You know, I'm going to suggest to my co-host immediately after this podcast that we do a double feature of Mortal Kombat and Mortal Kombat 2, because they should be viewed in tandem together. Alright, so we are going to take the shortcut through this fucking pipe over here, just so we can get through this final boss a little bit quicker. I probably should have kindled that bonfire. Does it really matter? Do I need to kindle that bonfire? Maybe not. So this is an area that could have been fucking great. This is Izalith. This is like, oh cool, it's a hidden city by lava. Why is this not the greatest section? But they put these fucking poop monsters that look like the Golgotham shit demon from Dogma that shoot fucking fire. They put them all over the goddamn place. And then the boss here really sucks. And I mean, I can't understate how much this boss sucks. And you got the gooey death monster up here. Like, what is this? What is this? Like, there's some weird ideas here. Ideas is the nicest way I can phrase this. They have neat ideas here. Are you yeah, you're a dude. Go fuck yourself! Go fuck yourself! The Izalith Catalyst. Alright, look at this, look at this. Even though, like, there's no top to those guys. They're a cup. I don't know, there's a lot of, like, what weird LSD trip did we fall into? Alright, so this is the worst boss in the game. So you know how every time you die, the boss is back at full health and all this stuff. So this boss is a puzzle boss, meaning you have to figure out how to beat it. And I'm going to show you how to beat it. But the damage, you have to hit 2 different seed things, and then it drops its weird shield thing, and then you'll see. You'll see. There's no good way to explain this. But the damage carries over in between fights because they know this sucks. They know this fight sucks. And this is something that they should have taken. They should have taken... Oh, I should probably change my ring. In the remaster. So this is the Witch of Izalith. The Bed of Chaos. Yeah, the way it hits you, you'll see, because it has its giant fucking arms, are kind of random. There we go. So that's one shield down. And then we're going to go to the other side and get the other one. And then we have to go in the middle part and basically one-shot the boss. This boss is stupid. I'm going to get frustrated, but it's fine. Like, this is one that I know just sucks, and it's not on me for sucking. I say that, but I could still suck pretty bad. Alright. So we're starting off really great. Yep, so the floor falls out at random, and you have to avoid it. Do I need to switch rings every time, or can I just run? Nope, I need to switch rings every time. Holy shit. Alright. Rest. Alright, where are you, Havelring? There we go. Alright. I might as well just keep this ring on, because it's not like I need to dodge roll for this boss anyways. It's more of just don't get hit, because if you get hit, you're dead, so... Okay. So we're probably going to be doing this run back a little bit. And that's just what it is. This boss is just terrible. This is one of the big boss souls, though. So Gwyn, at the start of the game, you remember he ripped his soul out, he broke it into pieces and gave it to his big generals. This is one of those big generals. And she tried to use the soul. The reason she is how she is, because she used to be human. She broke her soul. She tried to, I don't think kindle the flame. She tried to create the dark soul again using magic, and it did this. Like, it sunk the city and turned her into the weird tree demon thing that she is. So she did that, and that's why she looks like she does. So I killed the thing on the right, which means I don't have to go back over there. I can go to the thing on the left now. That's what I mean the damage carries over. Because you'll see she still has, like, full health, technically. But you'll see when we get there of what that health bar really means. I know I'm being vague, and it's not because there's secrets here, but it's because I'm not explaining this well. I hate you! I hate you! Yeah, oh, we should probably look at... Nope! And here we go again! This is a great fight! This is why everyone fucking hates this boss. Alright. And here we go again. The nice thing, though, is that at some point, you just know, like, because the floor falls out, so eventually you know the route you need to take, and then the hard part is not getting hit. It's not a good fight. This is not a good fight. And I don't know, I mean, I don't think there's anybody who'd be like, yeah, man, the Bed of Chaos is like, this is my fight, you know? You don't understand, like, a lot of these fights are just, you know, you dodge, you roll, and then you hit. This is a puzzle. It makes you think. I'm thinking a bunch of unkind thoughts. That's all I'm thinking about. I'm not thinking about how to kill this guy. And it's not just because I know how to kill her. It's because this is a shitty boss fight. There are some actually really decent puzzle fights. Like, they bring this concept back. Not necessarily the Bed of Chaos. Like, that doesn't come back. But they do bring back puzzle fights. In Dark Souls 2, there's a few. In Dark Souls 3... Is there one in Dark Souls 3? Kind of. The witch boss is kind of a puzzle boss. Oh no, there's a dragon that you have to kill. Anyways, I'll show you guys if we play that game. In Bloodborne, there's one called Mikolash. Mikolash is a puzzle boss because you have to figure out how to get to him. He's a dick who runs away from you. Bloodborne, greatest game ever made. But they bring back the puzzle boss. Oh, interesting. So the ground does come back. Alright. Well. Cool. And we do this again. I hate this boss. I hate it so much. And you can't, like, you can't take a bow and just shoot it from afar. No, you gotta run into it, baby. And that's just what we signed up for Dark Souls. I knew what we were signing up for when we came down here. But on the bright side, we will be a little more leveled up when we get to Gravelord Nito. Nito is an interesting boss, and getting down there sucks. Because, I mean, Blighttown is pretty much held as, like, the worst area of the game. Which I would argue it is not. Blighttown sucks, but it's honest about its sucking. this area, not so much. The depth, not so much. Where we're going next, that's some fucking cheater boy territory right there. It is area that is pitch black, and you can fall through the ground and die, just like how we're doing now, but it's the whole area. And I didn't find it hard on my only other playthrough down there is because I had acquired a lantern, which made it really, really easy. So after I finished the area, I was like, hey man, that was really easy. I don't know why everybody complains about that, because most people don't find that or use it. And so, yeah, that's what made that area easy for me. Pinwheel, the first boss of that area, is stupid easy, and I do mean stupid easy. Like, for some reason, like, you can kill him in 3 hits easy. And then there's this boss sucks. And then there's Gravelord Nito. I don't really remember that fight. Okay. And we go again! Like, it's not like the Skull Lantern. That's 100% what I'm talking about. We need to find that. This boss isn't hard. That's the sad thing. Is like I did this. This has no difficulty to it. I'm not angry that I died. I can't. A lot of these aren't like, oh, that death was on me. You know how in the beginning of this playthrough I was like, you know, every death you can learn from. That is not true for this boss, and that's why they put that bonfire there, because they know this boss sucks, and they could have fixed it for this remaster. Like, you could have. Although, to be fair, I think From Software faced a difficult decision with this remaster, because everyone loves this game. Well, people love this game, and you either make it exactly the same but in 1080p 60, or you try and fix some things. And I think if they tried to fix some things, people would have complained, because gamers love to complain about every fucking thing, that it's not a recreation. It's not the same game. So I feel for them. I do, you know. I think it's being stuck between a rock and a hard place, and I think the safer bet is to not do anything. But I can't not be disappointed, because the devs have admitted they ran out of time in development for this entire area, and that's why this area sucks. They ran out of time, and we put so much pressure on game devs to make games in a certain amount of time, and a lot of companies will do like crunch periods where companies will, ooh, don't die, baby, don't die, baby. Okay. Alright. Oh. What do I do? Okay. Oh, I got so close! Anyway, so we put a lot of pressure on game devs to make these games in a certain amount of time. And I would so much rather, was it Iwata from Nintendo? I think he ended up saying that, you know, a game that releases broken is like forever broken. But a delayed game, you may make people. I'm paraphrasing, obviously. He's much more cogent. He was much more cogent than I am. Like when you release a game, it's going to be forever seen as broken if it's broken, as opposed to a delayed game, which may piss people off that it's delayed, but it will come out in a better state. And I suppose that's less true now that we can patch games, because in his day we couldn't. Oh no, he was alive when we could patch games. When that quote was made, you couldn't really patch games. That wasn't a thing. So we put so much pressure on these game devs to make these games come out in a good state, or to come out as fast as possible, to make all the money and everything. And then you get shit that's rushed. And I would just much rather, every time, would prefer a delayed game that comes out in a better state than a rushed game that I can play right now. So let me tell you. Shit like No Man's Sky on release was dog shit. It was absolutely dog shit, and they were. I blame the devs a little bit for a little bit of how obtuse they were being as far as what their game was. I think it was a little misleading, personally, but they have broken themselves to deliver crazy amounts of free updates, free content. They in my opinion, they have made that game right. They have made up for it. I have played a little bit of the updates. It's great. I don't enjoy the core gameplay mechanic though. So like where you just point your gun and mine things, I find boring. But you know, for what that game was and what it's become now and all the stuff they're doing, 100%. But that game still has the stigma, right? So it releases in that broken state. I don't know about broken. Well, it was kind of broken, but it was an incomplete state. It was too early. It released in that state, and No Man's Sky still has that stink on it. Even though, 4 years later, 3-4 years later, the game is really good. Like, you can buy that game now and have a good time. It is not the game it was when it released. And so I would have preferred just to get delayed, but that game already went through a lot of delays, and people were already upset. And it's just like, again, rock and a hard place. We put a lot of pressure on game devs. But personally, what would have been worse? What would have been worse? You can't play your fucking game for another 6 months, a year, till they get it right. Or it releases how it did, and you fucking hate it and want to go review bomb them on Steam. You know? I guess it comes down to personal taste. You know what doesn't come down to personal taste? The fact this boss fucking sucks. I'm tired of this run. But I'm not mad. I'm not mad about it. Like, what's there to be mad about? Oh, I'm sorry, I am dying to this boss that I can't do anything about. It's not like I can dodge roll past these giant flangular arms with this weird Cthulhu tree monster. You know, we do our best. We do our best. Yep. This is gonna be 55 minutes of this, and get ready to buckle in, kids. This is I guess I'll take this moment to talk about my least favorite bosses in this series. This is definitely my least favorite. Maybe not. Surprisingly, maybe not, because Pinwheel, at least this boss has an idea to it. I don't like the idea, but it has an idea to it. The boss Pinwheel is literally just a mob that you find regular, and you kill him in 3 shots by the time you get to him. He is not an idea. So, yeah, maybe Witch of Izalith is not my favorite boss. Or not my least favorite boss. Now, Dark Souls 2. My least favorite boss in Dark Souls 2, and I should note for people like my co-host Daniel, the Dark Souls 2 has nothing to do with this game, basically. Like, nearly nothing to do with this game. It is not like a continuation of the lore. It's an entirely separate kingdom, separate area. So, my least favorite boss in that game, maybe all of them. That's unfair. I don't mind the bosses so much. I mind the way the game is designed. But that's not the call of the question. I didn't like the chariot boss, and specifically the run to the chariot boss. A lot of those... Okay, I know my answer now. Basically, every boss that was like, here, fight 2 or 3 dudes at once. They were trying to... I feel like they were trying to recapture the magic of Ornstein and Smo. They were trying to capture that magic again, and it didn't work. Like, they were like, oh, they like when you have to fight 2 guys at once, and that's not it. You know, that's not what made Ornstein and Smo good. You saw the magic of that fight. It's a back and forth nature. You think it's impossible at first, then you have to use the environment to, separate them a little bit, and then you take your shots where you can. Like, there's a lot There's a lot to that. It's a really great prize fight. But it's not the fact that there's two dudes. That's not like, yeah, like multiple guys. Yeah. That's not it. That's not the point. So that's probably my least favorite boss fight in that one. Dark Souls 3. My least favorite boss fight may be... Which one is the one that I groan at every time I have to fucking fight it? I don't know. I really like a lot of the boss fights in Dark Souls 3. Maybe the wizard, that puzzle boss I was talking about earlier, she basically makes clones of herself that are illusions and you have to go find the real one. I don't think there's anyone that I'm like, oh, it's this boss, I fucking hate it. The boss fights in Dark Souls 3 are all pretty solid. There's fights that are really hard that I really hate doing, like the big fucking dragon guy. Not the nameless thing, but there's a big fucking dragon guy. I don't like that one. But it's not a bad fight. I don't hate it. It's really good. It's just like a marathon, because you do no damage, and he has a ton of health. In Bloodborne, I hate Mikolash every time. The one that I find super hard for no reason, well, not no reason, it is a difficult fight, is... Oh my god. Oh, keep going, baby. Oh, keep going, baby. Oh, keep going, baby. Oh my god, we did it. Is Rom. Rom the vacuous spider. I hate him because he spawns little spiders that one-shot you. And it's not that he's difficult. He is a difficult fight, but he's not like... It's not like it's not a difficult fight. I would say it's probably average of where you're supposed to be in that game. But for some reason I always get fucked on that fight. I am not good at that. Alright, so you know how we had to avoid one of his tendril things to avoid getting knocked off? Well, now there's two. And now we have to run up the middle to go attack a cocoon. And not just run and attack it. We're about to die, yeah. We need to dodge. We need to run and jump here, because this is all about the fallout. Yep. Are we going to die here? Probably. This is fine. This is fine. You know, we made a little progress. Yep. So we have to run up the middle on a branch that's right there. Oh, I didn't even know he can shoot fire. Interesting. The things you learn about this boss. Here we go. Died. Yeah, so this part you need to jump. It was the angle that I was jumping at. I probably could have made that had I swung a little wider, but I didn't want to get hit. So we're making progress on this boss. What was I saying? Hardest bosses. Yeah, in Dark Souls, or in Bloodborne, I would say Rom is the one I always have the biggest problem with. Mikolash is just annoying because he's a puzzle boss. I'm learning I'm not really enjoying puzzle bosses as much as I thought I did. Let's see. Sekiro Shadows Die Twice. I played about 4 hours of. I didn't make it very far in that game because I didn't like playing it. So of the ones I played, I hated the ogre boss the most because he defied the laws of physics and changed direction mid drop kick to hit me as I dodged, and I thought that was bullshit. And I'm not going to play that game. There we go. Alright, but I will say, this is the day after the Game of the Year, the Game Awards, and it won Game of the Year. Good for that. I'm happy Miyazaki and the team fucking won. The game is incredibly designed, it is beautiful, it is a work of art. I do not enjoy playing it. Alright, so now this boss fight has devolved into running straight and jumping. That sounds easy, doesn't it? You naive, poor, small summer child. You think this is easy. It ain't. I do like that they give you a little surfing here. Like you can just move back and forth. Alright. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Yep. Alright, so I need to go a little bit more to the right. So run straight and then curve to the right at the end. Doable. Doable. you're asking yourself, this is not great content, and I would agree with you. And instead of taking it up with the YouTube comments, why don't you check it up with From Software, the designers of this game, in this area in particular, and this boss, who truly, truly sucks. And, you know, it shows how much I'm not taking these deaths personally, that I'm not getting flustered, you know? It's not on me. It's not on me. Even the deaths that are on me, even if I were to jump off of my own volition, off the side of a fucking cliff and die, I'm still going to blame the Witch of Isola. It's still not my fault. I'm not getting any items here. I'm not going to explore any of this area, because it all sucks. None of this is worth exploring, and that's a sad part. Because this should be, right? This should be an area you want to explore. It's a sunken city beneath the fucking earth. And that, like, the witches who tried to play God did this and turned them all into fucking monsters. This could be awesome, but isn't. And it's a little disappointing. But remember, guys, Dark Souls is a perfect game, and it has 0 flaws. And to acknowledge the fact that a game may be imperfect, but still amazing, is a sign of weakness. That's how people react to this game. Same with, like, Breath of the Wild, too. If you criticize that, that's fucking cool. If you criticize Breath of the Wild, you are an awful person. No one's as awful. Okay. I had, like, almost made it. We had almost made it. And he was like, nah, I'm a hold him back from this one. I got this. So, yeah. This is an exercise in my commentary of, can I make this same run over and over again with absolutely nothing new interesting? I think we've done pretty well so far. I will say, the next area with the skeletons also kind of sucks. I'm probably going to complain about that too. And then the final area before the DLC, which is the Duke's Archive. That place is pretty cool. It's kind of like a wizard college, and yeah, kind of like, it's like Hogwarts. We're going to go to Hogwarts. I like that area quite a bit. I don't necessarily like the mobs. I don't necessarily like the setup of the place, but it's at least cool. At least some thought went into it. It was clearly designed before they ran out of time, like this area. But it's interesting. Seath, I don't like that fight so much. It's a little annoying, but nothing we can't overcome through perseverance and our good looks and charm. Alright. Let's get down here. We'll morph through. I don't care how long it takes us to kill this boss. The second we kill it is the end of the episode. I'm going to celebrate its death so I don't have to come back down here anymore. We get to go do other, better things with our time than run 10 feet that way to hopefully survive. Alright. Okay. So what we're learning is when you run, yep, alright. So when I run, it hits me from the right side, and that's the side I need to avoid. Although, I can't, like, drink fast enough to avoid that hit, and you can't, like, dodge it. Yep, I make it, like, just in time so that it hits me. Okay. So maybe we need to bait that attack out and then run? Okay. We're going to try that. We're going to try that. And then I'm going to rejoice in this boss's death whenever we do. The ultimate sad part is how you actually kill this boss once you make the jump. Because it's no difficulty. Like, we'll slow walk to kill this boss. Because, really, the jump is the only other part of this boss you need to do. Yeah. And if y'all need to, like, do some laundry in the background while I try and do this, you know, by all means, because this boss fucking sucks. There's zero redeeming qualities about this boss. Hoop monsters. Seems to be that there's stuff over there. I'm not going to check it out. I'm not trying to spend any more time in this area than I need to. Can you imagine if we didn't get that hidden bonfire back there, and you had to do like a really long run back to this place? Oh, I hope anyone who didn't know about that is watching this video and now knows. Because I can't even fathom having to do a longer run to this fucking boss. Alright. So let's bait the right attack, and then we're going to try this again, right? Oh, okay. Or he's just going to start off with the fucking fire attack. Alright. Noted. Okay. Ugh, there's so many irredeemable things about this fight. Yep. I don't even know what hit me. Yep. Cool! Cool! I just don't get... I don't understand how this passed quality control, you know? Like, that's how bad this boss is. Where this passed quality control. I don't get it. I would rather fight, 9 of these T-Rex bear asses than fight this boss yet again. I'm not even fighting the boss. I am getting this boss over with. That's how I'm starting to feel about it. It's just unenjoyable. There are a few parts of this game that are truly unenjoyable. Unenjoyable. That is the word, right? Not in... Yeah, enjoyable is the word, not enjoyable. It's important to read and to go to school. You don't necessarily need to go to school, but at least read and educate yourself so that you know what words mean. So you don't end up like me, as a 30-year-old man, saying enjoyable on a video. Be smarter. Be best, as our first lady who is married to a racist says. Alright. Let's do it. Attempt number 553. I really wish that when you killed this boss, you get an apology from the game devs. They were just like, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. We ran out of time. We really did. Like, it's just... And you take 100 years to get up. There's a lot to this. Like, you take 100 years to get up, so if it hits you, you're basically dead because he hits faster than you can get up, because for some reason in these games, you take 400 years to get up from being hit. Don't get it. I would say maybe I could try blocking them, but it's a big fucking tree monster. I'm not really sure I can block it. Maybe. I very well could. But yeah, as I said, I really wish you would get a game, like an apology. That's just like, our bad. Our bad for making this. Maybe I'll take off some of my armor if I can quick roll. Maybe that'll change my dodge timings a little bit. Because it's not like the armor is going to help me in this fight. It's not like I get, it's not going to save me from getting one shot even more. Alright, we get past this weird blue-footed booby thing up here. This weird fucking octopus thing. Cool design, but I'm just not going to stick around here to enjoy this anymore. I swear to God, these temples look like the beginning of the first Mortal Kombat movie, though. That I am not lying about. Alright. We're going to go naked again. Hopefully, quick dodging will help. I don't think so. Again, there's not much to save here. But you'll watch speedrunners do this shit on the first try. I don't get it. Not that it can't be done, it's just I'm not good enough to get it done, you know? He's gonna pick up his hand. Oh! I should have jumped! I didn't jump! I was too nervous he was about to hit me! That would have been the one! Fuck! Alright. That would have been the one. Damn it. Ugh. That makes it even worse. For some reason. Man, you really can't tell where this tree bark, this burnt tree bark begins and where I end, you know? I run really, really strangely. I am like pronating. I'm running at angles that my legs probably shouldn't function at. Interesting. Alright. Let's get past these statues. This is like... Because this part that we're at now is kind of platforming. Platforming in these games always sucks. It really does. I don't think there's another boss in these games that you have to do that. Pretty sure this is it. I don't think they make you do platforming like this again. Like, they learned their fucking lesson. Like, there is no other boss that's like this. This is the only Witch of Izalith that ever... Yeah, okay. Good luck. That ever did exist. Thank God. Because this is unenjoyable. Unenjoyable. Alright, baby. Let's not fuck it up this time. I've got the eye of the tiger. I'm dancing through the fire. 'Cause I don't want to do this anymore. Why did I roll? You know you're supposed to fucking jump. I know these things. And yet I keep doing it. It's been 20 minutes. But we're going to keep going. I'm pretty sure it's been 20 minutes of this boss. There's just nothing to do about it. This is one, unlike Gwendolyn, where we learned I didn't have to kill him. This one I actually do need to kill. This one you do need to kill to progress. You need her soul. The part of the Gwen's soul. I guess it's called the Lord's soul? I don't know. You need it. There's no getting around this. There are ways where you can beat this game by fighting like the bare minimum bosses. I find that so impressive. So you basically kill... What bosses do you need to kill to progress? Maybe Taurus Demon, like the first boss, Taurus Demon, and then you basically go kill... No, you wouldn't need to kill Taurus Demon. You would need to kill the gargoyles to get to that bell. Then you would need to kill Quelaag to get to her bell. And then you go the route we're going. Like, you go up to Orlando, you fight the Iron Giant, you fight Ornstein and Smo, and then you fight the 4 big bosses, and then that's it. So you would kill like 7 bosses in this game, unlike what we're doing. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy? Can't imagine doing that. It blows my mind. I mean, not blowing my mind harder than the fact I've died to this boss like 4 billion times, but, you know, whatever. I've got the eye of the... Like, you cannot avoid that. You cannot avoid that. Oh. Okay. Okay. Alright. So we're going to slow walk while we do this. Now that we have made this... I'm going to keep going, because I don't know if he can set me on fire, and I don't want to do this fight anymore. I'm tired. My voice is hoarse, because I haven't had enough coffee. I still need to poop. Alright. So this is the boss. This is the Witch of Izalith, down here. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. Oh. Why would I... Alright, we're not going to fuck around. We're not going to fuck around. Yeah. One hit. And it's dead. And I got a Lord Soul. And that's the entire fight, guys. That's the entire fight. Did I undersell how much that sucked? I don't think so. I don't think I did. I'm not sure I undersold how much this fight fucking sucks. We're going to level up, put some things into strength so we do a little more damage. It's a bad fight that they could have fixed, and I would have been fine. I think every Dark Souls player, even though it's changing something, would have been fine had this boss been changed by any means. But anyways, thanks for watching. Check out our Patreon, our podcast. It's all the Popular Court. All of our shit is the Popular Court, and it's all fantastic. I don't know the episode that'll go up podcast-wise by the time this gets recorded, because this is like months in advance. But I really appreciate everybody watching. Let me know what game you want me to think of or to play next. Let me know what you thought of this boss, and whether or not, the question of the day will be whether or not games that get remasters, do you just make it HDified and pretty, or do you fix shit? Do you fix shit? Do you alter shit to do what you wanted to do to make your vision what you wanted it to be all along? Kind of like what George Lucas did, but don't ruin it. So anyways, thanks for watching, gang. I appreciate it. Unlike this boss that can suck a dick.